Thank you, Toastmasters, distinguished guests. Time management. So, how many of you, it's the end of the day, how many of you got everything done today that you wanted to get done? One guy. How many of you have so many things to do that it doesn't matter because you're not going to get them done anyway? Right, that's more like it. So, what if I could give you a few tips that you could take home tonight, use tomorrow, that would actually make a difference? Give you some more time back, maybe even get you a little bit closer to your goals. If I could get you closer to your goals, and if I could get you a little bit of time back at the end of the day, would you like to hear that?
Yes.
All right, good. Good, so we've got that agreement. So you guys are all going to listen to me, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover 3 quick tips that you can take home tonight that are actually going to do that. The first one almost sounds silly, but very few people do this. How many people actually got up this morning and wrote down a list of things they were going to do today? Probably a few people, okay? The ones that didn't, isn't it tough keeping all that in your head? You know, walking around with what seems like a million things that you've got to do. If you just take that out, put it on a piece of paper, it makes it so much easier to get through your day. Because you might walk up to someone and say, how are you doing? And they'll say, oh, I've got a million things to do. Chances are they've only got like 7. Right? But because your mind can only really hold a few things in short-term memory at once. Think about a phone number. When someone gives you a phone number, maybe no matter how pretty the girl is, it's really hard to remember that phone number, right? Because it's 7 digits. So as soon as you get over that mark, it starts to feel overwhelming. So put it on paper. The second piece, step number 2, is prioritize that list. And that's really hard to do, okay? Because you've got everything that you want to do is important to you, so you want to get it all done. So let me give you some easy ways to prioritize. The first thing is, that list that you've got down, that you dumped out of your head, just put it away. Put it in a drawer and lock it up. Now you've got nothing to do, right? But now that you've got nothing to do, you can think about the things that you want to do, okay? Those are the things that become your goals for the future, right? Maybe you want to go take that vacation. Maybe you have some work goals. Maybe you want to get that promotion next year or that raise. So you start thinking about these things, forgetting about the task list, and just think about what you really want. That becomes your goal sheet. Once you've got that done, go take that task list out and put it right next to your goal sheet. And then you say, task number 1, is this going to get me any closer to these goals? If it is, go schedule it for some point later in the day, or maybe later in the week. And say, on September 1st, between 3 and 4, I'm going to do task number 1. And try to hold yourself to that. Or the second thing is, if task number 1 is not meeting any of those goals and not getting you any closer to any of those goals, delegate it. Hey, Joe down the street, you do it. Or throw it away. And I know that sounds really hard, but if it's not getting you closer to your goals, why are you doing it? So think about that. Or maybe just put it so far down on the list that it doesn't matter. It'll just fall off eventually. Okay? So now you've prioritized your list. Step number 3 is to set yourself up for success. Okay? Set yourself up. Don't sabotage yourself. That's a very important point. It's very easy, September 1st from 3 to 4, to find something else to do. Or sometimes you have such an unflexible, very unpredictable list that, or schedule that you can't really do that thing. So if that happens, if you don't think you can commit to that, then here's what you do. You take that golden task list that's mapped to your goals, and every morning you pick 3 of those things. And you put them up on the wall and say, today, I'm going to do these 3 things, and I'm going to do them first. I'm going to do them before I do anything else. And that's kind of tough. You may have to get up an hour earlier in the morning, like I have to do those 3 things. But once you get those 3 things done, the rest of the day, you can do whatever you want. So those are some easy ways to organize yourself a little bit better and get yourself closer to your goals. So we'll cover 3 things. First, make a list. Get all that stuff out of your head. Second, prioritize that list, mapping it to your goals. And third, setting yourself up for success. So before I sit down, I just want to close with a statement. And I want to say that no matter how successful someone is, even if they're the most successful person in the world, or even if they're the most unsuccessful person in the world, we all have something in common. We are all given 24 hours in a day. So how you use it is up to you.